go later, and then I'll get the after. All right. Come on. Okay. And with your people on the school there's that we are just go and they just come out.
Okay, we can go on that. I can try to go that way. I can walk through this. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, both in-house and virtually. My name is Kawanza Billy. I'm a teaching artist at YPT, and you are here for our SAFER showcase, the stage reading. A little bit about SAFER, it stands for Students Advocating for Eradication of Racism, and we have been lucky enough to partner with Sitar with their SAIL program to work with young people to talk about what safety means to them. Before we get started, we do have some special thanks to the PG Community College School Without Walls and the Sitar Arts Center students for creating this script and the content that you'll be hearing this evening. And we have even more special thanks to our funders, who are the Mayor's Office of LGBTQ Affairs, Hattie M. Strong Foundation, the Vineyard Family Foundation, DC Commission on the Arts and Humanities, and the National Endowment for the Arts. We are truly grateful for your support in being able to bring this program to light. We do have a few content warnings. There will be maybe some mention of intimate partner violence, bullying, child abuse, and a brief mention of addiction, loss, grief, disorderly eating, and police brutality. But without further ado, here's our presentation.
I can't be you. Yeah, well, that, if I can even call you that. Not everybody can be the star athlete with the straight A's and the high school sweetheart that stays together for years.
The little duck went good. The duck was feared by his fellow crew. The duck got to travel. He should probably escape the trouble that slowly brewed.
I can't be you with all the friends and the brotherhood that lasts a lifetime. The well-off parents that paid for university, the doctor of a dad who got his son a backup plan for everything, whether it worked out or not. The lawyer mom who fed him everything off a silver platter.
All he wanted was to be understood. He saw a bird that freely flew. Then there, the duck knew. A place where he wanted a place to belong, a place where he can enjoy, a place where ducks can sing their song, a life that safely he can cut along, a place with no prejudice, girl or boy.
The mom who covers up her perfect son's mistake when he hits his wife and blackmails her to stay, or even the son he likes to smack the shit out of when he gets too drunk. But hey, a broken clock is right twice a day. I feel safe. I don't know what it means to feel safe. I feel like I'm always ready for something to happen.
I feel safe when I'm at home and the doors and windows are locked.
I feel safe when I'm with people who understand me.
I feel safe when I'm with my family, when I'm with my friends, when I'm at school, when I'm by myself. Here and now.
In 2023, I'm feeling stressed. I'm in a newer environment that I have to adjust to. Other than that, I'm breathing and putting others first.
I was a very self-conscious middle schooler. I assume most people are. Middle school tends to be the first time you become visually aware that other people can perceive you and make fun of you.
When I feel included in a space, I'll feel free to be myself, not like I'm trapped in a box where I have to think for 5 minutes about what to say, what to do. I'll be anxiety-free and not overthinking and drowning in my own negative thoughts.
I must feel awkward.
Why would I say that?
Did I say the wrong things?
Smile.
Middle schoolers are very judgmental, and judgment is scary. We all want to be linked in some way or another. So when I moved out of a small rural town in Missouri, my queer, neurodivergent self was constantly anxious about what others thought of me.
Knowing I can show my emotions or say my thoughts without the fear of people bullying, mocking me, or even them making assumptions or having judgmental thoughts about me.
I don't want to be bullied.
You're such a loser.
Why can't I
Don't
be as
let them
pretty as
see me.
Do
her?
they even like
You
me?
probably feel sorry for
Meaning
me.
that.
Where it's safer.
Nowhere is ever totally safe, but it's safer when everyone follows the rules.
It's safer when people know who you are and don't make assumptions about you.
It's safer when people know your name and look you in the eye.
It's safer when you can ask questions and not be laughed at.
When people like you,
When people respect you.
When people care about your safety. When you care about your safety. To feel included.
When I moved to DC, I was finally able to find room to breathe. I was able to find and build communities of people who were not only like me, but affirmed the parts of me that I was subconscious about. I grew into someone I recognized.
I feel included in a space by being accepted for my personality, color choices, and appearance.
in my body, I feel vulnerable, exposed to the world. People see me and think they know me because of how I look or where I come from. I have to change my mannerisms in some spaces because I don't want to draw attention.
I don't know who might want to fight me because of how I move through the world. I feel strong, I can protect myself, but it would be nice to feel protected instead.
People get mad when someone is different, but we're all different in our own ways. When I'm with people who look like me, sometimes I feel safe, but sometimes I don't.
I don't want to feel any pressure to act a certain way. I just want to be a person who doesn't have to switch attitudes towards, I want people who don't judge you when you make a mistake, but help you realize the mistake and fix it.
But moving to a big city also meant that I had to confront some of my own prejudices. I realized that I too had judgments and stereotypes to dismantle and question. And because I had found such a safe space in my friends and peers, I was determined to become that safe space for other people. I wanted other people to see in me what I appreciated so strongly in those who welcomed me.
Justice is getting what is deserved. Any punishment, any accolades, so nothing is in vain.
I lived and matriculated through 4 years of high school. I've experienced the loss of a close friend after watching them struggle with addiction. If there's anything I've learned, is that life is hard enough. Everyone's got their own shit going on. No one's perfect, so I make the deliberate choice to approach people with compassion and emotional vulnerability.
I feel included in a space when I feel like I don't have to be someone I'm not. I feel wanted when I know that people want to have a connection with me.
People who listen and respect your boundaries, and decisions. Someone who actually tries to be there when you need them, and who does actually love you.
It's a wonderful feeling to be part of something, especially after a point in your life that you realize you aren't just literally alone, but the draining feeling of loneliness accompanies you.
Being vulnerable is scary, but I hope that by demonstrating that I'm willing to be open with others, that others will feel safe being open with me. That's how I know I feel included and wanted. when I can share my emotions without shame or embarrassment.
My safe space.
My safe space is my bedroom. I can read and draw and listen to music and just be me.
My safe space is the gym. I can just zone out and focus on me.
My safe space is my grandma's house. She's always happy to see me and has good food.
Oh, my safe space is anywhere I can be alone and write out my thoughts.
My safe space is my daydreams where I'm rich and famous and no one can bother me.
My safe space is tomorrow, because the possibility of better waits there for me.
To create inclusion.
I feel included in a space when I get to do embarrassing things with people that don't judge me too much for them, but even brings a sense of lightness to them. I feel wanted when I'm around people that don't try too hard to be decent people towards me.
To create inclusion means to eliminate judgment. And to do that, we must learn to be open with one another and create communities where we can all feel safe and loved.
For the longest time, I thought creating an invisible box around myself where no one can get to me would be the most satisfying life to be in. But after a while, human connection is the only time I want it. I feel wanted, included, and happy.
Middle school was different. Middle school was difficult because no one knew how to communicate healthily with one another. It was easy to feel alone or excluded. So here's a guideline I try to live by. We owe it to one another to be the person you wish you had in middle school. Someone who makes others feel wanted, accepted, and valued.
Connection is divine, so don't abandon it. Go outside with friends, go to any of the places that bring people genuine happiness, like a restaurant, the festival, or even a concert. It should be an absolute necessity to make sure no one feels alone.
I have learned that I am a natural born leader. I won't let anyone stop me. I want to learn how much pressure I can take before I can't.
At last, the duck reached the end of his journey. To his surprise, a flock of swans take him in. No judgment of his looks or acts of teasing, for all this time, he was a swan.
Thank you everyone for coming out for your time. And I had the pleasure to work in the fall semester and in the spring to pull together what you witnessed today. And it's just I'm like still processing what I heard. Being in the room with young people, just having conversations about what safety means to them, and then hearing some of the work that was done in other spaces to get this content, I really felt it, and I appreciate you all for bringing it to life. So, thank you so much. And I need you to come on out. While I'm still trying to gather my thoughts and my words and my emotions, I have to bring Christina up here because when I tell you having a co-facilitator jump out and jump in and kind of to see your magic, we would not have had a script if it wasn't for your vision and your ability to have young people get out of their shell and embody this and asking the hard questions. So I want to give the floor to you and also give you your flowers as if I had some. But if there's anything you would like to share with the good people.
Sure. I just, here, I'll find my light here.
See?
I just want to say a big thank you to our actors who are here today. A shout out to our Sitar student. who's second the intern in this class and is the only person standing on stage right now. So I recognize your bravery and I thank you very much for it. Special thanks to our professionals who joined us today. Thank you so much for bringing these words of young people to life and bringing meaning to the chaos of this beautiful mosaic of a script. Very big thanks to all the playwrights across the many different schools and partnerships. And a big thank you to YPT for bringing this program here, to Sitar for our students, and for being really flexible and finding ways to make it work. This was the Tim Gunn of theater right here. Make it work. So thank you, everyone. We're so happy to have you here at Sitar.
I think we're great.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
We'll help, like, some way to let us know where it's.
You just need to stop and go backstage.
Okay, great.
You're